You know, first we got the scooty bike, now we got the sponge, and the brush, I call it the sprunge, by Raytronics. Oh my god. Ray J is such a character. Alright, so in this new episode, this is Love and Hip Hop Season 3, Hollywood Season 3, Episode 7, Party Pooper. The episode, Ray J, right now he's talking to Max Lux, and, you know, Ray J is expanding his brand. He's expanding Raytronics, and he's doing this with flair, and he's talking to Max about, you know, what's currently going on with his situation. And wait, Brandy is doing a lot right now, because Brandy has this whole mentality of Max is cheating, Max is trying to play her. Oh yeah, shout out to, I forgot her name. Remember, if you guys watched, what was it? If you guys watched Kim Kimball's show, the stylist who's also a barber, who was only on there for like a season or half a season, yeah, she's on here. She's on this episode, and she's doing Ray J's hair. Now, Ray J's letting it be known that, you know, Max, here's how it works. You know, in the studio, when it comes to me and Princess, when I'm working on my music, again, I'm going to make sure that, wait, because was Musika wearing something kind of revealing? And Max like, I don't know, I don't remember. I was like, smart answer, don't let Ray J bait you. And then he let Ray J bait him. And so it's just like, yeah, she might have been wearing something. Like, Musika was covered up. But anyway, he was like, because you know Brandy's crazy. It's like, I live with her, of course I know that. See, when I'm in the studio, all the girls are going to have sweaters. If they're not covered up, they're going to be covered up. Now, mind you, when he's saying that, you have one of the stylists, the hairdressers, go, and she covers herself up. It was just funny, because clearly they're used to Ray J. They're used to Ray J and his shenanigans, because they were having a good time. They were having a good time just laughing at him and his goofy self. Ray J is a character. If nothing else, Ray J is a character. So now we see Tiara, and she's going to the studio, and this guy named Chief, I was looking for the Keef. I'm like, that's not Chief Keef. This guy looks like a young little Future. He looks exactly like a young little Future. Doesn't sound like a Future, but he looks like a young little Future. And Tiara went to go see Michael Cox because she needs to go and get some real advice. Some real advice regarding her situation. As we know, Tiara was signed to Rock Nation and to also the Def Jam. When she was 16, she had a big hit. She put out the album did very well. Now, when she was working on the second album, that's when she got dropped. Now, the part that she neglected to remind us about is it was for Bad Behavior. She had a stank attitude, and she was feeling herself a little bit too much, so they dropped her. And Jay-Z put all of his focus and energy into Rihanna. And the problem with that was that L.A. Reid, as we know later on, when said how he basically regrets putting his focus on Tiara instead of Rihanna, because of course Jay-Z did, and look at what happened. So that just goes to show you, she's just like, you know, with him saying that, that makes things difficult. But then reality set in, and she was like, so Michael, when people, if you were to walk into the room and you would ask people about me, what would they say? Oh, she gets into trouble all the time. It's not even that she's difficult to work with, but she gets into trouble all the time. What's going on with her? What's wrong with her? Does she have a drinking problem? All the stuff that we know, because she constantly gets into situations. And apparently she has another situation with an Uber driver. But we'll get into that a little bit later. So she has a court case and dealing with that. And she's just like, you know what? I want to put my focus back on music. Every season, we hear this from her. And I'm tired of hearing this from her. So we're going to go past that, because they're looking at her like, really? Because even though what he said was true, that as long as your music's good, you can be a real F-up. And as long as your music is good, that's what people will care about. That's true, but first you got to build momentum, because you can easily go and have a bop and then be irrelevant again. So let's watch out for that. Now, as Rox would say, Diamonds and Pearls. What's his name? A1 and Lyrica. they go and they move into their new house, and they're really happy about that. They're really thrilled, but it's all about, okay, so what are they going to do about letting their moms know? So they decide together that they're going to go and throw a housewarming party, and it's going to be a mixture of, hey, we're in our new house, / oh, this is our reception because we got married. Now, I'm thinking, Lord, this is going to blow up in their face. Tiara goes and she throws this little, it was Nikki Babies' birthday party, so Nikki Baby and Nia are also there along with their male friend. And, no, was it Nia or was it Shonda? No, I think it was Shonda. Shonda was there. I'm looking at this like, so this is Nikki Babies' little party celebration, but this is all about Tiara. Okay, we got a Tiara episode. So, of course, Tiara is already drunk. She's already extremely happy. He's like, hey, shout out to you. You a bad bee. Oh my God, I love you so much. But Nikki Baby's like, okay, look, something's off with this chick. Because Tiara was like, all right, we're going to go and we're going to drive to this place because we're not drunk yet. And then we're going to go. And they're like, wait, did you just, and on camera, admit that you were just... Nikki Baby was just like, no, we had some drinks. I'm not stupid. I have real money to lose. We're not going to go and do that. Sean's just like, yeah, wait, listen to Nikki Baby. Come on, what's wrong with you? What are you doing? But then they go and talk about Tiara's court case. The issue of, it's like, oh, I can't take an Uber. Why can't you use the Uber app? Well, I can't take the Uber app because I can't use the Uber app because, you know, I had an altercation with the Uber driver and, you know, I'm still dealing with the litigation as a result. And because of that, now I have to worry about, I can't take the Uber app. I could possibly be facing 30 days to 6 months in jail because of it. Because they're trying to say it was a citizen's arrest. They booked me and everything. It's ridiculous because they're saying that I stole from him and all of that. Look, I might have done something a little bit petty, but he had it coming. Again, I'm like, you so drunk, you almost implicating yourself on this camera. And they're all trying to stop you like, shut up, what are you doing? Stop it. And Nikki Babies is like, okay, yeah, well, I just need to make sure that she's okay because clearly a lot's been going on and I'm the type that I avoid conflict and trouble, but she's my actual friend and I think I've been avoiding it too much because she's been doing a little bit too much. Rosa decides that she wants to go and talk to Jason Lee. Why? Because Jason was right about the fact that Nikki Baby was saying Safari. Now, because of the source, we don't care that he was right. Because Rosa Acosta, I don't know who, besides her looking great, why she have to meet him in the gym? I'm like, look at Rosa. Rosa looking so good. And Jason looking like, Jason might as well just worn like a onesie. He might as well just worn a onesie because we know he's not going to be doing anything in that gym. She was just clowning Safari. Forget Nikki Baby, the person who she should have been really mad at. She was clowning Safari, and I'm thinking, Rosa, you look great. You look great. You look great. You cute. Absolutely. But why are you clowning someone that's more relevant than you? Both of you, in the grand scheme of things, aren't really. But as far as, let's say, commercially, pop culture wise, Safari, the rest of most of you guys on this cast, let's be honest, and the guys don't clown Safari, it's some of these women, and I'm thinking some of you aren't relevant as far as pop culture. We're not talking about Black Twitter and, you know, people who watch Love and Hip Hop. We're talking about, were you on the news? Were you on the news? Were you on TMZ multiple times? Were you? So that's why I'm like, Rosa, we're going to stop right there. There's nothing else to discuss because I like you. Like I said, you're cute. You're hot. It's very clear. You look good. But this whole slandering of someone who's more relevant than you, that doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't care what you look like. Are you more relevant or aren't you? You're not. So we're going to move on. And we're at the housewarming party for A1 and Lyrica. And they're dressed in all white because they want to go and have this toast. So their parents are there. Nikki Baby, Tiara, and also Nikki Baby, Tiara, and happens. Mama Lyrica decides once she gets told that, okay, we love you guys and we appreciate the fact that you were here for our housewarming, but this is actually also our reception because we got married. She goes and she drops her drink. You heard that sound? Yeah. Just imagine that being glass shattering. And people are looking at her like, really? And then they go and they bring out the picture of when they got married and kissed. And they're just like, aren't you happy for us? Isn't this great? She's upset. She's pissed. She's fuming. Mama Pam is just like, you need to calm down. What is your problem? This is like, don't tell me how I'm supposed to feel. Don't tell me how I'm supposed to feel. Because at the end of the day, just like you don't want me to tell you how you feel, you can't tell me how I feel. We understand that. We understand that concept very well. What we don't understand is why you can't fake the funk. I get it. Your only daughter, your only child, got married behind your back, and you feel very hurt about it. We get it. And so, this is how you're going to react. Alright, fine. But at some point, you're still the parent. You're still the parent. You're not her sister. You're not her cousin. You may be her best friend. I'm sure you're her best friend. But you're also her mother. So the fact that you're acting like this, I'm looking at you like, really? You could have really just laid a guilt trip on her and walked out. But you did the extra dramatics, purposely trying to hurt her feelings. I'm thinking, this is your daughter. I get that she hurt your feelings with what you did, but someone's supposed to be more mature, and it's not supposed to be the kids. This doesn't make any sense. You ladies are too young to be acting like you're old enough to be borderline senile and can get away with acting a fool. No. Shout out to Pam, because Pam handled it like a G. She was upset as well, but she's like, I love my son. She loves her daughter-in-law. We're family. It is what it is. Get over it. And I'm like, that's why you're so relatable, Pam, because you think how we think. You think how we think, not this artificial, superficial, it's about me all the time mentality. I'm so tired of that. And, you know, of course, the other cast was just like, this sucks, because no one wants to see the parents and the family actually arguing. That's actually uncomfortable when you know them and they're doing that. Very uncomfortable. Ray J decides he wants to go and bring Princess, bring her somewhere special. Princess is pissed because she needs help. I'm thinking, you need friends. You say you have friends, but if you really had friends or a certain type of family, shout out to Princess. Princess looked really good. I don't know what happened. And when I say what happened, I mean, she lost a couple of pounds like that. And unfortunately, I'm thinking it was because of stress. But regardless, she looked really good. I'm like, she looks really good. I'm like, damn. Normally, some people, they look stressed out. It's just like, oh, Lord Jesus. But no. So, Ray J decides he goes and shows her the billboard that she's on for Raytronics. And he takes out his scooty bike. For his scooty bike by Raytronics. And he's like, well, why don't you go? No. I understand what you're saying. I'm gonna go and help you, but why don't you go and take a cushion real quick of me while I'm on a scooty bike? Why don't you spend it on a scooty bike? Come on now. Come on. And she goes like, are you kidding me? She takes the car and leaves. You see the security like, hold up, where you going? And Ray J, he had to use that little putt scooty bike. I'm like, Lord, he runs electricity. How many times did he have to stop before he got home? How many times did he have to stop before he got home? Because I could see him for marketing purposes doing that. The thing that I will say about the billboard is I don't know necessarily about the white bike background with the scooty bikes that they chose, because it was also white. So it kind of blended in a little bit too much. I would have done something with more of a contrast. But, yeah, shout out to Ray J. He has a billboard. Billboards aren't cheap. So he's definitely taking this very seriously. Now, Nia, Brandy, and who's the other one? And Princess. It's time for Brandy's son. What's his name? Brandis? his birthday party, and of course his father isn't there, and she's just like, regardless of what happened, he needs to be here. He needs to be here to support his son, regardless of how he feels about me. And guess what? He shows up, and it's just like, alright, let's start over. Hakuna Manata. That's why I say instead of Hakuna Matata. And yeah, please like this video if you haven't done so already. She's just like, alright, well, I appreciate my man for coming here today to be with my son and with me. He's coming back home, and that's all I could ask for. I will prove to him that I paid all the money back, and now it is time for me to show him that I won't be crazy anymore. I'm like, okay, yeah, we'll believe when we see it. It's time for, because Rosa also has the launching of her storefront that she collaborated with Nikki, and of course the swimsuit line, everything of that nature. Nikki Babies there, Nia's there, and Tiara's there, and they're just all talking about, alright, Nikki feels a certain way because she has the issues with Rosa, she has the issues with Safari, and she just doesn't want to handle any more BS. She just wants it to be professional, cool, calm, and collected. Rosa decides she wants to pop up with her friend, and her friend is there, and again, Nikki Babies is like, oh, so you looking at me, you like what you see? Type of thing. Oh, I understand, we're supposed to be cool. Now, when she's talking with Rosa, the conversation completely flips because Nikki is like, you know what? Rosa, it's not that what Rosa was saying was wrong, because Nikki was technically kind of playing Safari and Rosa, even though they weren't in committed relationships. They're like, we can be cool. It's not like we're going to be down for each other. But if you have anyone else on the side, just let me know. Nikki never did that. But this whole thing of Nikki trying to flip the script to make it seem like, oh, well, you're just trying to go and tell me because of this and that. I'm like, wow. So this is the other side of Nikki Baby that we normally don't see, because she's usually the type that's like, okay, whatever it is, what we do, we make it do what we do. But she's like, no, so if you want to go and be, I'm like, whoa, who is that? That's when you know you're wrong. When you normally are like, but then when you're confronted and you know you're wrong, it's like, Tiara Marie, she has her court case and her lawyers are handling it. So she's going to go and set up a music session so she can get back into the music. Ray J has opened a Raytronics store so that he can sell his Scooty Bites since they've sold out online. I'm thinking, how do they sell out online so then you go and you create a quick storefront to sell the rest of the inventory? Okay, I get it though. Let them come to you type of thing and see how it goes. You can also sell the sponge, you know, the sponge brushes that you can twist your hair and all that. I get it. Cool enough. And Soulja Boy and Nia are there. Again, it's weird them being all lovey-dovey. I'm like, okay, it's just cute. How long is this going to last? They didn't have a storyline this season. Tiara! So Princess comes, and she comes with a wedding officiary and saying, we can go and get married right now. We don't need to have an official wedding. Since you don't want to go and help me out, how about this? Why don't we just go and get married and then we'll be good? Soulja and Nia are cackling because they're wondering where Princess was and what Ray J was doing. So he's just like, no, I'm going to go. I'm going to help you out. But before that, he was saying how, you know what? I renounce my throne. I renounce the throne of Raytronics. I'm leaving it here. And the people in the store looking at him like, Lord Jesus, we came here to look at some bikes. We came here to just, you know, be seen. Why is Ray J acting a fool right now? So Ray J says he's going to make a further commitment to her. But I am thinking he is securing the money that there's no prenup. So, you know, if you be bringing in a lot of money, you need to just go and get you some friends to handle the situation instead of relying on Ray J. I understand you just want him to show you that he cares about something that matters to you and should matter to the both of you. We get it. A1 is talking to Lyrica G because Lyrica G needs to go and get her dogs. They're there at the house. I don't know how, I don't know why, but Lyrica G is very upset. She feels like A1 is plotting against her and is trying to, you know, tear her family apart. Her family meaning her daughter, and she's not here for it. She's like, I know it was you. It couldn't have been her. I'm thinking, wow, you really don't know your daughter then. you don't know that she wanted to be married to this man so much that she was willing to hurt you the way that she did in order to do so. Because she knew that you couldn't even go and pretend to be cordial with his mom. And he was, he was standing up to her because she was coming at him with the Jags. And he was just like, okay, so where's my daughter? She's not here. Where are the dogs? Not here. We're a family. Get used to it. It doesn't matter. You couldn't act a certain way, so it is what it is. My mom's unhappy too, but clearly you don't care because this is all about you. So then she goes and she takes the picture of, them being married. A1 decides that it's like, well, what you can have, since you can't have the dog, since you can't have your daughter, have this picture of us in our loving marital bliss. She takes the picture, smashes it onto the ground. She's like, I gave you your picture. You know what? I'm gone. I'm out of here. Forget this. And I'm thinking, this is actually realistic, and this is sad. That's the sad part. This is realistic. I know this isn't fake. That's the sad part. I don't know why, but A1, I understand that Lyrica G was doing a lot, and I guess can be a lot, but I don't know. A1 was rubbing me the wrong way as well. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought about this episode, their whole interaction. Leave your comments.